Hi everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, and this is Connor.
Hey guys.
We're going to talk about Dead of Summer, Season 1, Episode 3. It's called Mixtape. Full spoilers for the episode as follows. This was better than last week.
Yeah, it was, which is kind of annoying because I wanted to hate it just so that I'd have an excuse not to watch it.
I still kind of hated some of it. In fact, I hated a lot of it, to be honest. Like, the flashback story, which was cricket this
Yeah,
week. It dealt with weight loss and
it's kind of
feeling
bollocks, wasn't it?
feeling insecure about your body. Now, these types of stories in teen shows always tend to be terrible
Yeah,
because you've got her in some extra padding so she looks fatter in the flashbacks, and but my bigger problem with this one though is that this episode actually has like a completely fucked up message
yeah. I
because
kind of, I kind of want to commend it for it though.
because all right, so the episode starts the flashback, and she's with her mom, and they're having like tons of bacon and pancakes, and I'm like, I really want some bacon and pancakes now. And her dad comes in, and he's like, "Honey, you don't need to be like one of these bimbos on TV. You know, I found your mother, and so on." But by the end of the episode, he's cheating on her mother with a skinny chick.
Yep.
Her mother knows about it and is just kind of willing to accept it, that it's just a fact of life.
And then she says to her, "Girls like us just sometimes just have to sell."
Yeah, and then when she does actually get some confidence, it's because she has actually lost weight. Not that there's anything wrong with losing weight, but it's like, oh, shirt off, skinny, actually really big boobs. So it's hard not to notice. But
Yeah.
like, I'm like, this message is kind of fucked up.
See, it is, but I kind of commend it for it for not doing the message for the sake of because it's easy to go, well, this is the message that you want to portray because
Yeah,
that's the right message.
don't get me wrong, it's actually very 80s because movies in the 80s were very happy to just say that being fat is something you should avoid.
They were, but
So
again, it's weird in 2016
it is
like to see
weird.
that.
Like I
But
was like, this is a really fucked up message.
it is, but that's what I kind of want to give it credit for it for sticking to its guns anyway.
I guess, sure. We also found out that this whole writing graffiti about herself was something she did in school as well. This is not a new feat,
Yeah.
which, okay, fair enough.
So what my problem with the flashbacks is, I think they're pretty bollocks in this one, to be honest. Overall, I
Oh,
think
yeah, they're really, like, obviously written and very. Like, they're as thin as humanly possible.
so the problem is we like the ones in the first one, right? I bet there'll be more or less. I think there'll be one more good flashback somewhere in the season. Basically, what happened is when they were plotting it out, they had a couple of good ideas. They were like, "Shit, if we want to do this, we've got to make a format out of it," and then had to just create random shit for the rest of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, this is obviously a lot more simple and cliched than last week's insanity, but it. Yeah, it did feel very cliched. It was very like it was almost like they put no effort into the dialogue or like how it progressed. Like, oh, she's written some slutty things on a wall. Some guy starts talking to her at a party. Next day, he ignores her like every like shitty
That
boy,
was my favorite moment, though. Her
and
reaction.
she just immediately starts crying, and her like best friend comes over and immediately hugs her. And I'm like I get that this is the sequence of events, but you've just it's like you've put it on fast forward, and you've sped
It's the
through.
way the music cuts out for a second and lets her like sob, and then it comes back in, and it's like, oh, it's fantastic. It's so fantastically awful.
Yeah, that was bad stuff. Yeah, apparently these biker dudes are also a cult with these weird masks that
I'm
Juliet.
alright with that sort of stuff, though.
I'm not complaining necessarily, but it's just kind of there. I didn't really care. Juliet from Lost has one of the masks in our
Yep.
in our cupboard. That's the thing. Uh, Filmmaker dude is still trying to get in her pants.
It's getting closer.
Casually suggesting, oh, maybe we should put on a movie about an older woman and a younger man.
Yeah,
That was amusing. Yeah, he was dropping some serious film references in this episode actually.
was, yeah.
So that was cool. I still kind of like the main girl actually, because she, like, even though the other the braces, I don't remember her actually, but I remember braces. Like, even though she like pulls some weird strings to like make sure she has to stay back so she can go out. I like that she was just still kind of nice to the film guy, and we're just like she was
Yeah.
not sulking about it. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna have fun and talk about movies with you. That's fine.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a nice, friendly touch. I think that's one of the things that they need to try and develop a little bit is like actually have some of them actually like each other and be friends, and not all be hating each other and try to scheme each other out of boyfriends and girlfriends.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, that was a plus. Uh, uh, the I don't want to call it the transgender one because I don't actually know if it is quite transgenderedness, but you know,
Yeah.
her kissing the gay dude who's been into her or into
Yeah.
him. This is confusing.
It is. It's like, which pronoun do you use?
Yeah, I need
Because it's not even like you could use the preferred pronoun, but it's like,
But like I said, I still don't know if it's actually a sex change thing.
yeah, I'm not. That's the thing. Is like I don't know what it's supposed to be in this. They've not been very clear about it.
Yeah, it's odd. But yeah, so they kissed. That was basically all that happened with this episode.
Yeah, went nowhere.
Yeah, literally nothing else happened until we get the flashback story of presumably, uh, the one who's actually hiding her gender, and we find out why she's hiding her gender.
Yeah, I'm sure it's coming.
Um, Part of me thinks this might be an insane story.
I was just thinking that I was like, this could be a weird one.
Like they're not going to go with this. It's not going to be cliched, and it is just she wants to be a guy. In which case, fair enough. But it could also be insane.
Yeah, they played up the 80s with this one and went completely against today's messaging standards. So what they could do with that,
Oh yeah, that's a
if
good
they're
point.
brave enough, essentially.
Yeah, because that's much more of a delicate
Hot topic
subject.
at the minute, yeah.
Yeah, much more of a delicate subject than weight loss is today, which is still still has its
It does,
in
but
the
it's
conversation, but it's
I thought it was relatively brave of them to ignore the standard message of today for just weight loss. So,
we'll see. And she realizes Cricket realizes the dude that left had made a mixtape, and she's like, "Oh, maybe I do want an actual boyfriend and not just someone to fuck me."
standard cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tell you what shot I did really like. It was, when they drop the boots into the lake
oh yeah.
and then it goes down and the hand's there. I thought, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That was quite nice. I like the opening of the episode where she's like getting out of the shower and it's like slow motion but fading between shots as the piano music plays. I actually
Yeah,
really
it
like
had
that
that nice
moment.
slow piano with the synths going as well. It was really
Yeah.
nice.
Because that actually gives it mood and atmosphere, and then it kind of completely ruins it when scary shit actually happens and it just like chops it to shit.
Yeah. That opening was probably the best part of the episode.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
it was actually really good. I thought I was in for something actually pretty good, and then,
Yeah, the
the
rest
rest
of it.
happened.
Yeah, the rest of it just wasn't up to snuff. Now, nothing insane had happened all episode, and I was like, oh, I'm disappointed. And then the last 30 seconds came out of nowhere. So the episode ends. So, main girl from episode 1, I can tell I'm learning these names well. She goes into the water to get the volleyball back, and she sees like the mask and the weird blood, and it's like, is she hallucinating? Is she not? And then a storm starts to come in, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck's going on now? Are they implying that this cult is causing the storm? Is it getting biblical here? And then she gets struck by lightning.
Talk about how awful the CGI for that blood looks, and even the electricity of the lightning. It's like that's an easy effect. When I say it looks awful, it looks like it was from the 80s. I don't know if that's a compliment or not in this show.
Yeah, that could even be intentional, or it
That's
could
the
be,
thing.
or they could have got to that point and goes, you know what? Don't make it any better because we get away with that.
That's the thing. I'm not sure if it's like intentional, like let's make it look as if it was from the 80s, or fuck it, we ain't spending any more money on this. I can't tell.
I don't know, but I'll admit it made me laugh. I smiled because
Yeah,
it was
me
so
too.
it was so out of nowhere, just lightning strike. Baker dude's like, oh, we were wrong. She's the one. So presumably she's not dead. Even though I thought it would be quite ballsy if they did kill her off in episode 3 because she seemed like the main character.
That'd be ballsy, wouldn't it? We'll see next week.
I don't think she is though. Him saying that she's the one implies that she's going to be fine. Actually, it's going to be kind of laughable how quickly she recovers from being struck by lightning.
Yeah, just isn't it?
So
Oh, this show, just, I don't know what to expect from it.
So, that's the end of summer. Can't say it's good.
No. No, I can't.
Well, there it is. But you'll probably be here for episode 4.
Why not? Nothing else on.
Not a Tuesday anyway. And I really want to. I really want to see the fallout of the lightning strike.
That's how it gets you. Throw something crazy in the last 30 seconds. You're like, damn it, now I've got to watch a whole other episode.
Yeah, because last episode didn't really have that. I mean, it had the insane backstory, but
Well, that's the thing. Last week, it was so insane that you just wanted to see if they could top the insanity.
yeah. But hey, so yeah, lightning strike out of nowhere. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. We'll love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.